Hey teachers, if you're listening, thank you so much for tuning in. I just want to talk to you for a few minutes about something I call to, with, by. We have so many kids who have fallen behind during the pandemic for various reasons. We always have kids in our elementary schools, in middle school, and even high school who are reading way below grade level, reading at first, second, third grade level, even in upper grades and through high school. I have found that if you pair to, with, by with Rime Magic, you're going to get much, much faster results. So I just want to talk for a few minutes about to, with, by. What we know is that reading independently is really important, of course, and reading at their instructional level with kids is also really important for teaching strategies and so forth, but it doesn't get them caught up fast enough. So to, with, by is reading at the frustration level, but with high interest books. Frustration level, high interest books. So if I am working with a fifth grader or a group of fifth graders, I might ask them what they want to be reading. Or if I don't have what they want to be reading, then give them a choice. Maybe give them a choice of snakes or sharks or just some high interest material that's at their grade level or much higher than their reading, so that it's a frustration level, but it's very high interest and they have a choice. They can choose which book they want to start with. And then I'm just going to read to them, one small section, have them choose what section to read. If they want to read about the poison and venom, or do they want to read about the fangs? And then just read that little section to them and then ask them, do you want me to read it to you again, or do you want to read it with me? They decide when to go from the to the with, to the by. After you've read it with them a couple of times, or as many times as they want, then they can read it with a partner, or they can read it themselves. And what they will find is that because it's become so predictable, the to and the with makes it so predictable. They know the vocabulary that's coming. It just, they may have memorized part of it. Then when they go to read it themselves, they're completely shocked that they can read material that's on their grade level. And that makes the motivation go through the ceiling. So I do this always with my students who are behind or struggling with the decoding. This will get them caught up really fast. I had 2 fifth graders who came to me when I was teaching special ed in an elementary school. They couldn't read Frog and Toad independently, and they were fifth graders. They both had IEPs. They both were English language learners. And so I said, what do you wish you could read? And they both said Harry Potter. So I happened to have the first Harry Potter book, and so we just started with the first paragraph in the first chapter, and I read it to them, with them, as many times as they wanted. 3 weeks later, they read the entire first chapter of Harry Potter to the principal. And after that, they chased me around the school, even at their recess time, and they wanted to read, they wanted to do Rime Magic and read Harry Potter. So if you have a group of third graders, for example, who just know a few words, 7 words, you can use Frog and Toad. It's way above where they can read, but these stories are so predictable anyway. If you just start and do to, with, by with a page at a time and pretty soon they're going to be reading the whole book, and then they're off and running. Little guys in kindergarten, first grade, I still do the same thing. I don't consider them behind, but if they don't even know all the letters, for example, teach the letters while you're reading. How do we know that, says Rosie? Because it starts with an R. Just read this to them. I love the Bella and Rosie books because they go all the way from level A all the way up to level M. And there's little chapter books, so these are my favorites. So I just read them to them, with them. Then they start reading them independently and just go right up through the levels. You know, there's so many books that are so good. The Search for Vile Things. You know, just they might choose the Umbrella Mouth Gulper Eel. Just really high interest stuff that's above their grade level. I had a group of 6th grade middle school students who were all reading below 2nd grade level, below 3rd grade level. They were all kind of 1st, 2nd word recognition. And we did Cirque du Freak. And I just started doing To With By with them. And before long, that group was begging their parents to get all the other books in the series. When you get a series that they really like, they'll just take off. So before long, they were all reading much closer to grade level. The other thing is when you're doing To With By, you can be teaching comprehension right along with it. You know, I'm just asking questions, not questions that there's a specific answer to, but just lots of questions. I wonder why you did that. What do you think is going to happen? You can be teaching comprehension as you do To With By. So I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for listening.